welcome back to ReThink Fabulous. Today we are going to be going antique shopping, so I hope you can sit back and watch and enjoy. Today we are headed to a little store called A Wee Bit Used. It is a super cute little antique store in our neighboring town, and I've got a lot of fun stuff that I wanted to show you. So as you can see here, there's a lot of different kinds of buckets and candlesticks that you'll see all through the store. I spotted these really cute little drawers. Now they're really old and maybe they were from a library or something, but I thought they were really neat. My eye caught this really neat old fan. I think it was $50, but it was really neat. And look at this old metal gold container. All right, I don't know about you, but I really enjoy collecting milk glass. I don't have a lot of pieces, but here are some really pretty pieces that I liked, and they were really quite cheap. This little dish was only like $1.50, and these cups are really pretty. This was just $3, so the prices on the milk glass were really good. Here's some vintage glassware and some figurines that were really neat, and an old hair dryer. I really like that. Here's a collection of old pipes that I thought was really interesting. Here's some old glass baskets and a cool dresser. I really like these baskets because my grandmother loved glass baskets. Here's some more of the milk glass with the gold rim. I already have a collection of these dishes, but they were really pretty. And here's some little old figurines that were really nice as well. These were beautiful handmade lace bedspreads that were absolutely gorgeous. I also really like these old vintage mirrors and frames. Here's a nice collection of vintage salt and pepper shakers. There were some really cute ones and interesting ones in these boxes. I love this little vintage play hutch. If my daughter was still little, I probably would have snagged that for her playroom. Here's another large metal basin that was really cool. And look at these old rocking horses and bassinets. I just love them. And this little metal scooter was adorable. Okay, guys, I love this dough bowl. It was over my price range, but it is beautiful and it was big. I like these old, I guess maybe whiskey bottles or something. They were really neat as well. There was a couple different sizes. And look at that old typewriter and these old ice skates. They were so rusted and just really vintage. Here's some nice old books and some dishes, and this little metal cabinet I thought was really cute as well. This little table was adorable. I loved all the detail on the spindles of the legs of it. It was really old and very well made. Here's a small collection of silver platters that were really nice. And look at this old little chair. I loved it. So much wear and tear on it. I would love to know the story about who owned it and how old it is. That's the really neat thing about antique shops, is there's so much history to the pieces. I would love to know each and every story to every piece. This mirror was really pretty as well, and it had a lot of neat detail at the top. And here is another really cute metal cabinet. It's got a little glass door in it and a drawer. I really thought that was cute. Here are some more pieces of milk glass that were really pretty. I love them. And just some antique dishes as well. All right, here is some lace handkerchiefs and doilies. This was a really neat old basket that would be great for any room in your house. They had a nice collection of old hand saws. There was a nice big tablecloth of lace, and there's some Tinker toys. Those are super old, and some more beautiful milk glass. I saw these old iron figurines. They were so neat, and they were really great priced. They had the little figurines that came on and off the little buggy. Here's some more glass baskets and a record and a cute little vintage chair. Some little bonnets. I really enjoyed looking through these little books. They were really old and definitely a collector's item, I believe. Here's a basket of old alphabet blocks and a little old wash machine and a little hand toy. I love all these vintage toys. They're so fun to look through. I did find these old bed springs, and I did end up buying a few of those. They were only $1 each, I believe. And here's some small springs as well. I've always really enjoyed old trunks. I think they're really neat and have a lot of wear and tear, and they just have a lot of history to them. This one was a little over $100, I believe. But they had some neat ones here. And here's just some more trinkets and baskets. And now right in here, this was a neat room. It had a lot of old tools and lots of old containers, buckets, gas cans. Here's a little collection of old windows with all the chippy paint that were wonderful. And just, this was probably one of my favorite things. It's an old croquet set, and I would love to have this. I think it was only $45, and it had the box and all the balls and the little sticks, everything with it. I just thought it was really neat, and you could tell it had been well loved and played with a lot over the years. So many neat things in the store. Here are some really old jars, and the blue jars, the white jars, the milk jars. Lots of neat old jars here. Here's another one of those vintage hair dryers, and some more handmade doilies. I love this little hutch. I thought that was really pretty. It had a bunch of old blankets in there. Now, how adorable is this cow painting? I thought it was so cute. It was $7.50, and it was just the mama cow with her baby, and I love that. Here was another one of my favorite items, an easy bake oven. Probably, I don't even know how old it was, but it was really old, and I love that. Here are some cookie jars, some blocks. Here is an old spice grinder that was really neat. Little teapots and dishes. There's an old training case, old fuel container, this nice little pot here, and this little cage of some sort. There's a cute little bird cage there. And that was an old organ. It was pretty neat to look at. Some old orange juice bottles, I think that's what those were. These were great big wooden pieces. I think they would be great for making a little stand or big candle holders. I would definitely paint them. And here's an old box front, more milk glass, and some more bowls. Look at this antique wedding dress. It was so pretty. This was an old baby buggy, antique baby buggy. It was hanging from the ceiling. It was really neat as well. And an old ironing board. And lots of clothing and antique jewelry. This was a neat container. These look like some old gears, and look what else I found, some rattles from a rattlesnake. That was a cool find. And then this is just some knives that they had and some old rings. Again, here's just some fun little trinkets. And I spotted some old glasses there that were hanging on that pot. They were so neat. They looked like they were children's glasses. They were little and they were pretty cool. I hadn't seen anything like that. Here's an old little metal toy and a little chicken collection. These were old keys. And then outside they had an old trike, another old baby buggy, and this old metal cabinet, some windows, an old chair that was really neat, and this iron piece that was really cool, and these old ladders. All right, once we finished at the antique shop, we went a couple doors down to a place called Marion's. It's like an old-fashioned diner type little restaurant. It is so fun. It's our favorite place to go when we come over to this town in Roosevelt, Utah. And they just sell lots of fun little knickknacks. They have the old-fashioned stools at the counter and the old-fashioned booths. They sell the old-fashioned malts and shakes, and they have a really yummy menu. So it's one of our favorite places to go. So after lunch, we ended up having a hand-dipped ice cream cone, and it was a perfect day hanging out with my daughter and shopping at the antique store. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time. Bye!